Welcome back to our Sports Squared. Today we're going to be doing a PSA card grading reveal. We have 21 cards in total, 20 hockey cards, 1 tennis card. So we'll be doing a grading reveal, but also stick around to the end. We're also going to be talking about the grading industry, some opinions and hot takes. We have 2 questions for the viewers. Is PSA grading becoming less consistent? Question number 1. And question number 2, who would you grade with next time if you're choosing to grade some cards? We'll start with the grading reveal, then end with some opinions on the grading industry. So let's start with our first card, Austin Matthews. This is his rookie card, just the OPC paper. Flip it over. This one's a mint 9 on our first card. We've seen some of the grades, but some of them are still to be revealed. This is a Connor McDavid. I believe this is a numbered Connor McDavid from Black Diamond. A bit of a thicker stock card on this one. I think it's numbered out of 75 on the red. Black Diamond red. Just a PC card on this one. Also a 9 on this one. Then into our lone tennis card, our only non-hockey card of this order. Roger Federer, one of my favorite players of all time. This was the best conditioned card that I could find out of my Roger Federer cards. Net Pro comes back as a near mint 8. I was hoping for a 9 in that one, but I could see some of the corners are not that sharp. Bit of an older card as well. Comes from 2003 Net Pro, but I like that one as a PC card. This is the card from the Cup, a Nick Lidstrom and Pavel Datsyuk autograph card. This was probably the most disappointing card in the order. I'll flip it over to show you why. Comes back as a 6, unfortunately. Low numbered card out of 25. Not too sure what to do with this one yet, whether I'll crack it out. I haven't done that before, but really low grade. I wasn't expecting a 10, but certainly a 6 was much lower than I was hoping for. So that's a bit disappointing on that one. Getting a 6. I was thinking maybe an 8 for that one. Then Quinn Hughes. This is his Young Guns card. Our first 10 of the order. Gentleman 10, the Quinn Hughes. So that was a nice one. Unfortunately, not too many 10s so far. Next one up is a Draft Day Marks. Jason Robertson. Thicker stock card on this one. So I wasn't expecting a 10, but hoping for a decent grade. And this one is a 9. So not too bad on the Jason Robertson, mint 9 on that. Draft Day Marks. Next one is another Jason Robertson, another autograph. Jason Robertson from his rookie year. This is a Protégés. And this one also comes back as a 9, mint 9 on the stature card, Protégés. So a nice looking card. Jason Robertson. Next one up is a Steven Stamkos Young Guns. I do have a PSA 10, so I was hoping for another 10, but the condition of this one wasn't quite as good. And it comes back as a near mint 8. So a little bit of a disappointing grade on the Steven Stamkos. Another 8. Then we have a UD Canvas, Dawson Mercer. These always grade fairly well for me. Comes back as a Gem Mint 10 on the Dawson Mercer. It's a nice one there. Young Guns Canvas Black. Matty Beniers, Young Guns. Graded a couple Matty Beniers before and haven't had great luck from the 22-23 Series 1 class. But here, this one comes back as a mint 9. So I'm okay with that. Don't mind the 9s or 10s, of course. And then we have a Kent Johnson Young Guns. Another mint 9. It's getting her fair share of 9s. A second Kent Johnson from the Columbus Blue Jackets. Also a mint 9. It's a bit unfortunate there. I was hoping for 110 out of those. And then we have a Sign of the Times rookie of Vasily Podkolzin from the Canucks. This one comes back as a near mint 8 Bit of a lower grade on this one, but these ones are very condition sensitive, especially with the black borders. Very hard to get them in a high grade. And this one is numbered out of 25. Certainly a nice looking card. Maybe a candidate that I shouldn't have graded, but not too bad, I guess, on the 8. And then we're getting into a trifecta of Cole Caulfield Young Guns. First one is a 9. Number 2, also a 9. So a bit of a trend there, certainly with the Cole Caulfield. And our third Cole Caulfield, and this one also is a 9. So not the best there, not the worst, but certainly would have liked 10 in one of those or 2 of those. Shane Wright, 22-23 Series 2. And this is a mint 9 as well. So getting our fair share of 9s. Our 9 stack is growing. Rate Cider, 21-22. This is a Jeune Loup, so the French variation Young Guns. This was a 9 on that one. Next one is also a Moritz Cider, just a regular Young Guns. Also a 9. Then our final 2 cards are also Moritz Cider Young Guns, ending with a Gem Mint 10 on this one. And the final one, Moritz Cider. And at least we end strong with a Gem Mint 10 on our final card. Now on to some opinions on the grading industry and some of the questions we posed at the start of the video. Certainly not advice, just for discussion purposes, and really would like to get your opinions as well, your feedback and your take on these questions. So please add them in the comments below if you have any opinions on the grading industry yourself. Question number 1, is PSA grading becoming less consistent? One of the good resources I often look at is gemrate.com. I'll put the link in the description, but a good source for some of the grading data. And in terms of grading data for the January 2024, according to gemrate.com, PSA graded 1.22 million cards overall in January 2024. Pretty staggering amount overall. And from that 1.22 million, 660,000 were sports cards alone, with PSA increasing the numbers per month, catching up on all their grading orders, hiring new graders. Can they remain as consistent? Sort of that's my question. GemRate also has some really good charts seeing the increases or the trends over time. So in terms of PSA, they've gone up from about 750,000 cards per month to about 1.22 million over a 2-year period. You would think if you're grading a lot of cards, you would become more consistent, but also with adding new graders, more people to grade, and also increasing their turnaround time, so there's less time spent grading each card. So very difficult to remain consistent over time with more graders, less time on each card, and continually increasing their numbers on a month-by-month basis. Yeah, I think they need to increase their use of technology in their grading process, less chance for human error, hopefully a little bit decrease in the subjectivity of the grading. But of course, with grading, there's always a risk. You're sometimes going to get the grades you want, sometimes you're not. Let us know in the comments below what you think of PSA grading and their subjectivity and overall their consistency in their grading as well. And then in terms of question number 2, who would you grade with the next time you're going with a grading company? I've now tried 6 different companies for grading. Some I wouldn't use again, but certainly some I would. I would go back to PSA even though I had some struggles recently. Certainly the best resale value with them. Their turnaround times are becoming a little bit better, and obviously a strong industry standard with PSA. And although they don't have the nicest slabs or the best labels, certainly a recognizable slab, something that the industry is very familiar with. So they do command a little bit better price in the resale value. And also if you do like the slabs, it's nice to have one consistent slab as part of your collection. Some of the other grading companies I would consider again are Tag Grading. I thought they probably had the best technology. They had pretty solid turnaround time when I've used them, good customer service, just not as well known, and a bit harder to access to get repeat orders into them for grading. And then another company I've used I would probably go back again to is SGC. Really great turnaround times. Some people love their slabs, some people don't. I don't mind them, but they are a little bit bigger. Getting the cards back quickly was not the issue for me with SGC, but sometimes I had issues with customs and duties with the order. It was probably to do with the shipping company they used as well, which wasn't great, and it was a bit of a frustration. So therefore it makes me think twice before going back to them, but certainly I think I would if I could figure out the customs and duty issues. But let us know in the comments below what your go-to company is for grading and who you're going to go to next time. Again, thanks for joining us on today's grading reveal, and we'll see you next time.